This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Bail for accused trio in Chinyu murder case extended. The three people charged with murder in relation to last November's stabbing of 63-year-old businesswoman Marcia Chinyu had their bail extended when they appeared in the Manchester Parish Court yesterday. Shaquille Perkins, 24, carpenter of Woodlawn Crescent, Dwayne Brown, 36, a security firm manager, and his 34-year-old girlfriend Zoe Forrester, businesswoman, both of Oakland Drive, are set to reappear in court on November 10. Chinyu was found by neighbors with stab wounds on the night of November 26, 2020 in her motor car. The car was parked in the driveway of her home in the upscale Ingleside community in Mandeville. Forrester and Brown are being represented by Queen's Counsel Peter Champagny, who told the news yesterday that he raised the issue that the case filed for the prosecution was still not in a state of readiness for the defense to be served a copy. The presiding judge made an order that the defense must be served with a copy of the case file on or before September 23. On December 8, 2020, two of the men, Perkins and Brown, were offered bail in the sum of $800,000 each, while Forrester's bond was $500,000. 5 arrested in $60 million cocaine bust. The narcotics police have seized cocaine valued at $400,000 or approximately 60 million Jamaican dollars in separate operations in St. James and St. Mary yesterday. 5 men who were reportedly traveling in the vehicles in which the drugs were found are now in custody, the police have confirmed. No charges have yet been filed against them. In the first operation, it's reported that detectives from the Police Narcotics Division intercepted a motor car in Montego Bay about midday. A search of the vehicle revealed 5 kilograms of white powdery substance resembling cocaine. 2 men were arrested in that incident. In the second operation, 5 hours later, 2 motor cars were intercepted along the Rio Nueve Main Road in St. Mary. Another 3 kilograms of the substance were found during a search of both vehicles, and the 3 men taken into custody, the police disclosed. 29 held by security forces in Portmore raid on No Movement Day. Some 29 persons were apprehended by the police and the military during a joint security operation in Portmore, St. Catherine on Tuesday. Reports are that about 1:45 p.m. on No Movement Day, a team of security personnel went to the Naggohead area of Portmore and carried out a raid. During the operation, a group of persons was taken into custody for processing. The police said coming out of the exercise, 3 persons from the group were up to late Tuesday, questioned and charged for several breaches. The other persons were still being processed up to early on Wednesday. 15-year-old boy charged for killing shopkeeper in her yard. A 15-year-old boy has been charged for the murder of 56-year-old shopkeeper Paula Raphael at her house on Unity Lane in Kingston 13. The teen, who has been in custody since last week, was charged on Wednesday for the August 22 incident. The police report that about 11:15 a.m., Raphael was sweeping her yard when she was approached by the teen, who shot her several times. She was taken to hospital where she was pronounced dead. The accused was arrested on Wednesday, September 1. His court date is being finalized. Clarendon man charged following gun seizure. The police in Clarendon have arrested and charged 33-year-old Anthony Vassell, otherwise called the Potato Man, following the seizure of a firearm and ammunition in Banks District. Vassell, who is from Lionel Town in the parish, is charged with illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. The police report that about 9 a.m. on Tuesday, cops were on patrol in the area when they saw a man placing an object at the side of a shop upon seeing them. The cops became suspicious of the man's action and went to investigate. According to the police, the object was retrieved and found to be a 9mm Beretta pistol fitted with a magazine containing a 9mm cartridge. Vassell was taken into custody and the charges were laid after he gave a caution statement. His court date is being finalized. "We won't quit manhunt for 5 escapees," said cops. 2 police divisional heads have vowed not to give up the fight in apprehending 5 escapees, 3 from Kingston Eastern and 2 from St. Andrew South, the latter having been on the run for a month. Convicted criminals Roland Scully, 30, and Javon Mary, 26, of Olympic Gardens addresses in St. Andrew, and both charged for illegal possession of firearm and ammunition, escaped custody of the Hunts Bay Police on August 6. Last week, Monday, 25-year-old Junior Whopper Creary, a construction worker of Carnarvon Street, Kingston 13, Prince Tallman Levy, a 29-year-old call center worker of Cedar Valley, Sligoville in St. Catherine, and David Taylor, 44, of Pleasant View, 8 miles in Bull Bay, St. Andrew, escaped from the Port Royal lockup. Creary is charged with wounding with intent and robbery with aggravation, and Levy faces murder charges. Taylor is charged with having sex with a minor. Superintendent Tommy Lee Chambers, commander for the Kingston Eastern Police Division, told the News that operations conducted in search of the Port Royal trio have so far turned up empty. He said that among the areas his team has combed are sections of Taylorland and Bubba Hill in the division. "We are still in search of those 3 men. We're not going to give up the fight. We are still trying to see how quick we can take these men off the street," he said yesterday. Senior Superintendent Kirk Ricketts, head of the St. Andrew South Police Division, said that while a month has gone by since the 2 convicts fled from Hunts Bay, he is still optimistic about their recapture. "They have not been recovered as yet. We are still searching for them, and we are still optimistic, based on some leads we have, that they will be recaptured," he said. Creary and Levy were featured in the police's Wanted Wednesday's social media feature yesterday as the authorities seek the public's assistance in locating the men. Creary is said to frequent Canaan Street in Kingston as well as parts of St. Anne, and Levy is said to frequent sections of St. Mary and Kensington Court in Kingston 5. Persons who can assist in the recapture of these men should contact the police at 119 or Crime Stop at 311. Hotelier Richard Sam dies in St. Anne car crash. Jamaica's tourism industry has been plunged into mourning following the tragic death of St. Anne hotelier Richard Sam in a motor vehicle crash. The incident occurred on the crash-plagued stretch of the Landover Main Road in St. Anne on Wednesday afternoon. A representative of the Corporate Communications Unit confirmed the death of Sam, but said details of the circumstances that resulted in the crash were not available at the time. However, reports reaching the news are that Sam was involved in a 2-vehicle crash, and the impact of the collision resulted in Sam's motor vehicle running off the road into bushes. He was assisted at the scene by residents, a video of which has gone viral on social media. Sam was eventually taken to the hospital, where he succumbed to his injuries on Wednesday night, sources told the News. Sam was the owner of Club Caribbean Hotel in Runaway Bay and managing director of Drugs Hall Estate, also in St. Anne. In 2019, Sam was awarded the Order of Distinction in the rank of Commander for Service to Tourism, Winter Sports Promotion and Community Development. PNP caretaker candidate Johan Stevenson has died. People's National Party caretaker candidate for St. Elizabeth South Western, Johan Stevenson, died at home Thursday morning following a fight with cancer his family confirmed. Stevenson, a former banker and farmer, had been suffering from cancer of the stomach for several years. He was in his late 50s, a family member said. He represented the PNP in the September 2020 general election in the seat, but lost to the Jamaica Labour Party's Floyd Green, the now Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries. Meeting halted as MP blocked from sitting in councillor's chair. The monthly meeting of the Westmoreland Municipal Corporation was briefly halted today as councillors objected to a decision by Westmoreland Western Member of Parliament Morland Wilson to sit in the area designated for elected local officials. Wilson had sat in the seat assigned to Lee Simpson, the Jamaica Labour Party councillor for the South Savannah-Lamar Division. Simpson was not present. Despite the several requests to vacate the seat, Wilson refused and attempted to address the meeting. People's National Party councillor for the North Savannah-Lamar Division, Devon Thomas, led the protest for Wilson to vacate the seat. Eventually, Marva Peter, the chief executive officer of the corporation, intervened and escorted the Westmoreland Western MP outside of the meeting room. Wilson was later returned and sat in the area designated for visitors and members of the public. Jamaica on alert for new variant of COVID-19. With the new variant of COVID-19 now present in the Caribbean, Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says his ministry will send samples to the Caribbean Public Health Agency to ascertain if the new variant of the virus has reached Jamaica. 5 cases of the new variant have been detected in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and Dr. Tufton says it is likely that the strain will reach Jamaica. Now that we know that there is the new variant in the Caribbean and it is one of concern, then we will pay particular attention to ensuring that we not only test for Delta and the others, we test for this particular one. So what we have to continue to do is to monitor and then pronounce once we find evidence of it, he said on Wednesday while on a tour of communities in Montego Bay to promote COVID-19 vaccination. Dr. Tufton added that Jamaica is closer to acquiring a genome sequencer, which is used to detect variants of different viruses. However, he could not give a specific date when the machine will arrive in the country. The new variant of the coronavirus has been named a variant of interest by the World Health Organization. It has been recorded in 49 U.S. states, with Florida and California reporting the highest numbers of infections. Scientists have warned that this new variant of COVID-19 could be more transmissible than the Delta variant and be vaccine resistant. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.